Welcome back, everybody, to Everybody Love JuJu 1-2 Talk Soup. Let me know if you can hear me okay, RC, and good morning. Let me know. Check in with me real quick. Tell me if you can hear me okay. Having some issues in studio um, right now. Hey. Tell me if you can hear me. I can't hear myself. Good morning. Good morning. What's up? Tell me if y'all can hear me. Testing 1, 2, testing 3, 4. Testing. I cannot hear myself. Can y'all hear me? I'll type it in. I hate when I leave when I'm not on much. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. Can you hear me? Coming out twice on my screens. I don't know what's going on with everything. I apologize. Testing 1, 2, 3. Oh, you can. Great. Okay. All right. That's all I need then. If you can hear me, thank you. Yes. I got to meet Ken Dog. Yes, after the game. I had her jersey. I had her shirt on. I did promise her I was going to get the jersey. I didn't know that the jersey was out. Um, so it is. So after the game, I got to talk to Malia, and I always talk. I'll be giving her a little pointers, Coach Ju, right? Um, and Ken Doc, she's so sweet, so cool. Just like stayed there. I had my sister with me. The woman with me is a former USC Trojan of the '80s. She's an Olympian, Hall of Famer. You can look her up, Leslie Maxey. We come from the Bay Area together. She's like the play sister, but I call her my sister, big little sister. She runs the 400-meter hurdles. She was a high school phenom. Ran in the '84 Olympic trials and the '88 Olympics. Eventually, Sydney McLaughlin had to work to break her world junior record when Sydney was. I think she was an adult by then, and Leslie was in high school when she set the record at the time. And so it was great to see her. She's trying to get on board, do some things, hopefully with USC. So that would be really great for my sister. Oh, also, she was the first person picked hired for Cold Pizza. If you remember Cold Pizza in New York, before it became First Take. She was on a show, Cold Pizza. She's worked for Fox News, ESPN, covers Olympics and things like that. So look up Leslie Maxey. She's getting in the. She has a media company as well, and so she'd like to work with some athletes of all calibers and levels regarding their NIL and how to present themselves before in front of the media and things like that with their company. So look her up, Leslie Maxey. She's done a lot. She's done a lot of good stuff, and it'll just pop up, and you can see her Wikipedia, and you can see her history and track and field. So, what's happening with you guys today? Yeah, me and Ken Dog. Yeah, that was great. That was really great. I told her I follow her on her vlog. It was a great night that day. It wasn't a lot of people there. It wasn't rain because of rain, but it's the JuJu effect. It's non-conference. Um, I expect crowds to attend as the season progresses. But I will say this to you guys. Um, they look good. Portland was a very good opponent for them after South Carolina because they were all They seemed like they were all 6 feet and above. Honestly, the majority of their team were 6'3", 6". I mean, they were tall. Um, their game plan is to create a lot of chaos. They pressed us the majority of the game. They got after them. They got after us really well. Uh, I saw a lot of great things with our 3 point shooting. Did improve. It did improve. It had to be at least. What's up, Papa? What are you doing? You're supposed to be in class. Hey, Keishel. Hey, Tulip. My Tulip. King Lion. Pharaoh. See all you guys in the chat. Right on, right on. Good morning to y'all. What y'all supposed to be at work or school? What y'all doing? I appreciate it though. Come on in though. Yeah, the team. My team is like Juju was going around saying hello to everyone. I said hi to Brooklyn. We got, and when we get Brooke and we get Ryan in the game, you already know what's up. They're great shooters, especially Ryan. Ryan's really a great shooter. Oh, okay, Pop. I got you. I didn't know. Okay. All right, right on, right on. Hit that like button for me, y'all. Hit that like button. June next year, they need a couple of shooters and rebounders from the portal. Shamlin and Forstigan need to transfer. Oh, I love Brooklyn. No, I think everybody could stay. I think everybody could stay to it. London and Kara will be gone. We're just adding Sataya and Sanaya. And we're just adding those two to fulfill those two. And what do we have? Like 10 right now? We have 10. You can have a look. I mean, teams can have up to 13, 14, 15 players. You know, if you know what I'm saying? And it's good for case of injuries. It's good for practice. It's good for morale. And they're good. They're good. They're good for morale. Oh, Brooklyn was a part of the Mamba Academy, and she has good relationships with the Bryant family. And Kobe was. That's why she wears 24, because her and Kobe were tight. And I think you can have. I mean, you can have probably as much as you want, because some people are not on scholarship at that point, or they or they get a certain. They can give them a certain amount of money, maybe pay for their schooling. You never know, but. Um, I think the players that have been there and faithful should get a ring, because what they do every day, in and out of practice, keeping morale up. There's a whole lot that goes into why you have players. When you have at least 13, 14 players, we only need, from your guys standpoint. I don't know. I'm not Coach Gottlieb. Is one big player. I think that Kara's a good shooter. I think right now, let's just talk this year. Kiara can shoot a three. Kennedy shoots a three. London, obviously, and Jazzy and Malia. Um, they gotta take them. You can't make them. You don't take them. They can stay in that case, but we need to get a taller. You want one more taller person, okay? I really thought I saw the kid getting after it. I don't know if you guys know, she had like 12 boards, and that was like all in the second half. Um, Stay in the case they need a taller version of London to the porter who's coming off the bench. Got you. Somebody who's willing to come off the bench and understand their position and their role. Because I was talking to Curtis Jermaine. He's somebody that I follow on Twitter, or follows me as well. And he was at the game, and he's very knowledgeable at the game. He has a relationship with one of the assistant coaches, and he was a coach himself. And I love talking to him because he's very positive. He's very um, he has a good feel. There's another one on Twitter that I'm going to bring. Hopefully they can join me on the show, that really have a good insight of what we're trying to do with the Trojans, and how this is not, you gotta, with JuJu on the court, it's the pressure is so much higher. That's why I'm glad that they are playing these games without her. Because when she's on the court, the gravity, the attention, the expectation, the pressure goes up tenfold. And that's, the crown that she wears is heavy, and that's what we were talking about. The crown that she wears is heavy, and to try to put that crown on Jazzy is kind of crush. It's kind of tilting her head a bit. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're two different players, two different style of players, but it's not even about Jazzy's skill set. Jazzy has the skill set. I mean, I'm seeing it right up in front. I've been on courtside every game, and Jazzy has the skill set. It's the combination of the being aggressive, you got to have a heart. Ju is special. She has a heart of a lion, literally. Like when I think about what she accomplished, more and more, looking at Chavez, looking at Sarah, looking at Jazzy, looking at the last few number one draft picks, the pressure is it's unreal. It's like you gotta be what can I say? You gotta have a heart of a lion. You gotta have a heart. Okay, a lot of it, because the way they come, the Jazzy. When I watched her play, she you could tell like she was like, I am determined to play my game and to play it hard. Like there's no plays off. So, and it's aggressive in there. It's aggressive in there, and I'll get to telling you what I think about the Notre Dame game, but it's no joke. It's no joke for them. And Jazz, it just showed me more and more how special JuJu is. Jazzy is an inch taller than Ju. She might be for a guard. Exactly. Isn't that amazing? Like, and Jazz was playing USA basketball. She got sick. So the 10 pounds that I wanted to see on her have muscle. Um, I think she's starting to put it back on now. It's starting to come a little bit. Yeah, she's about six. I don't know. She's about 6'2" and a half. Ju 6'2". Ken 6'1". What was another question? Oh, I know what I was going to tell you guys. We were talking about the height of Sanaya and the build of Sanaya is crazy. Um, Sanaya looks like, now somebody that looked in a photo looked about 6'3" was Sanaya, and she's strong and she's built. And the fact that those two, Sanaya and Jazzy, have played together and love to play together is going to be nasty. It's going to be nasty. It's like me and him were talking about, the way that Ju seeks for, to avenge herself or to redeem or revenge, for revenge. Like she takes mental notes. Like I knew, and I'm glad she said it on the rise, because I knew when they made her, when she cried after that UConn game, that Elite Eight, I said, oh my gosh, if they play them again, I feel sorry for them. That's why she came out like a bat out of hell at Stores in UConn. And the bigger the challenge, the more that she's going to show up, because it's like she making mental notes against that South Carolina team. She made mental notes. So when you see her coming out charging like a bull when we get to South Carolina next year, just remember what she saw on that bench and how she saw them kind of taunting our team a little bit, laughing, kind of smirking at us and stuff. Oh yeah, she about to swallow that team up. Our shortest starter, yeah, that's if Malia doesn't start. Tulip would be Kennedy, right? Jazzy had a incredible bounce back. Yeah, RC, tell these people. I'm telling you, I was there. I'm sitting there. I'm looking at it. She had an incredible bounce back. I think that was her former high school coach as well from Portland. She's probably played against any of the girls that might have been from Portland. She definitely, she definitely had faced them, before. Probably felt a little bit comfortable. We'll go from the shortest backcourt this year to the tallest next year. Yeah, exactly, exactly. So, your thoughts on Notre Dame? Okay. Um, one thing, one thing straight off the top, I'm gonna say. You know how sometimes when you got a star player and you go like, they used to try different things on me in high school where they would go like, they used to try to stop me and throw double splits, triples, things like that. And then they realized that wasn't working. especially if you got an unselfish player like I that can pass out, or it doesn't matter like what you sent at me, you weren't gonna stop me. So then they said, okay, let's stop the rest of the players. I don't want to go to Notre Dame looking to stop the rest of the players. I specifically want to take Hannah Hildalgo out of her comfort, cause her to turn the ball over because we know that she can get up as high as 7 to 8 turnovers. Take her out of her game in terms of like hopefully she fouls, getting her in foul trouble, right? Um, take the head of the snake of the defense out, which is her, and take her out, and let's go and then proceed to you know chop them down. That's what I want. Okay. Um, Tula, I mean Jacob. What are you talking about? Tula? Jacob is. I'm talking about Notre Dame right now. I can't focus on UConn at the moment. I'm sorry. We're not playing them till the 13th, but I don't know who Giovanna Popovic is. I think it's an international player he was going after. Jew. Out of Kia, Gerda, and Viv, which do you think is must keep for next year? Dang, that's hard because we got Gerda all the way, coming down from international. Yakia, with her height, her 6'5", get her stronger. Um, I want to keep the kid because the way what she did against the taller players uh, the other day with the 12 boards for her. That's a lot of motor. That's a lot of motor, and she just needs to work on going back up. She's like a young Rhea to me. I want to keep her, and I want to keep Viv. Viv is super athletic, but I want to see Gerda some more. Got to see Gerda some more. I've seen suburban point guard. Did you get her? I don't know. You guys can talk about that. My apologies. Just curious, too. And yes, too. My apologies. I don't know about that yet, but I've heard about him going to get somebody. I thought it was the kid that he got that started with a BUHUSA or something like that. We got Ken this time. We good, and Jazzy for sure gonna go off. Yeah, hey, Kyrie Darnell, thank you. And Ken knows. Ken mentioned it in the press conference. Like when I was talking to her, I just told her to stay confident, stay focused. Don't, your shot's gonna start falling. If you remember last year, our shots weren't falling, including JuJu. So yeah, good morning, Kyrie Darnell. Yeah, then their shots weren't really falling. So Brazil has entered the chat. What up, Brazil? What's good? Yeah. So listen, in that game, and it was high speed. It was high speed. We were getting pressed, but we continued to take our shots. We shot above 35%, at least 37, close to 36. The threes were falling. So you said the same thing, Jacob. Yeah, take out Hannah. We gotta take out. We gotta get hit the head of the snake, bro. Like, do I want it? That's a great question, Tulip. I wouldn't mind, but Hannah's, if she gets by her, it's not as bad because of the help. Being as small as she is, she's gonna try to do a floater in the middle of the key. She's gonna try to hit those shots, but how many times? So we know how to like close it up. We know how to close up that drive. And I just don't think they're. I don't think they're. I think that'll be a great game for Laura, great game for Viv. The kid will get in there banging now that she knows what we look. I think London will have a good shot at, and Jazzy. I think Jazzy would have a fun time playing this team. I don't think anybody our defense. Uh, uh, our defensive prowess is really tough. Like when they get after it, they get USC gets after it. Our defense is one of the best in the country. I would say. And on our perimeter defense, they don't have shooters. They don't have ball handlers. That's their problem. Is they really don't have great ball handlers. So, do I think we would beat them by 40 like Michigan? I don't think so. Not unless we can hit out Three is more than two, and a lot of the points that Michigan scored was off of threes. So unless we have a great shooting night, I don't think we can blow them out by 40. I think people saying that your shots weren't falling last year. No, and I said that I'm not having finished reading what you said. Um, our shots weren't falling last year in the beginning, like in the season, sort of early, and then it started appearing like Jew had a slow start, and then Avery was struggling. But if you look at our first game, it wasn't nothing about shots weren't falling. We came out the gate, played Ole Miss. That was great. Um, that was really great. Um, I wasn't even thinking about shots not falling when we did that. But see that we started out with Ole Miss, and then we started playing just mid-major teams, I guess you call them, power fours, until we got to Connecticut. And well, excuse me, we played Notre Dame, and we played Notre Dame without Kennedy. And I'll stand on this to this day because I was there. That game would have looked totally different with Kennedy in it because we had such a good rhythm going in with Ken Dog. Ken Dog was shooting threes, shooting twos, driving, stealing. She was doing it all. And I just feel like when we didn't have her defensive prowess, like, or to have her as a threat, it made it easier to collapse on JuJu. Pharaoh, I think Notre Dame will win 99-61. Oh wow, now funny with these predictions. I heard to Pharaoh stop. Yeah, Pharaoh stop. I predict that I will watch it. I mean, oh my God, I couldn't even imagine that. I couldn't even imagine that. What did he say? How many did he say we was gonna score? He said, y'all look. He said, I hate that. Let me stop pushing that button because I hate that sound. Where did Tula's prediction go? Oh God, that's embarrassing. I can't even find it. Y'all funny prediction. I can't even find it. 99-61. 90, almost. Oh wow. I mean, Pharaoh, what's interesting, I don't know if you know, and this is for the last 2 years. Nobody's ever done that to us ever since JuJu been there, and JuJu is not there. So we played like how many games, guys? 4 games. New Mexico, right? North Carolina State, South Carolina, and Portland. So we played 4 games, and I don't. I mean, you're talking about the number 2 team in the nation couldn't even score 99 points, sir. You're saying that what changed? So Notre Dame is better. Maybe he's just joking. Let me not even spend time with that. I'm not even going to analyze that. But if you're serious, we can talk about it. Because when you think about it, that and Dawn is not into running up the score. She's working on stuff. She ain't into all that. But like what they scored is what all they could score on us. Notre Dame. I mean South Carolina. And South Carolina would mop Notre Dame. So if they didn't score 99 on us, why would Notre Dame? Like, what did we lose that would make you say that? When you think about it, Notre Dame is playing in desperation. And when you're playing in desperation, you have to respond after losing like that. And Hildalgo will put up points on that interior. Well, let's see, Hookham. Let's see tomorrow. Because my thing is, they don't have a bench. They don't have, she has to play 38 minutes. I'm trying to knock her out of the game. Run her, she has to face a defense like us. Their shots will, their shots will fall. No, no, you're disrespecting our defense. We're gonna steal the ball from them a lot. I seen their ball handlers, and they don't have any. They really only have Cassandra Prosper. She's not a ball handler. She's inside, and I think they have the other kid. One more, and she better be ready to play. Who is it? Hold on. Let's talk about this. I want to say De Jesus. Anybody scored 99? I've never seen anybody score 99 on the Trojans. You're dreaming on that one. Sanchez, she's 6'4". Let me see if I recognize any name. Oh, De Jesus. Yeah, she's 5'8". She's a guard, and she's a guard. She's a senior. So, and Hannah is what 5'6". I'm really worried about her. I'll put Malia on her. Oh my God. Oh my bad, Tulip. What's good? Hope you're doing good. 99 points. Yeah, you're tripping. Big time. Prototype. Let's get it. What up, Chew? It's gonna be a massacre tonight. I love Hannah, but not against the SoCal defense. Thank you. I got somebody with some goddamn sense. Do you understand? We got a live defense. Thank you, Prototype. We got a serious defense, yo. Like for real. Stop. Don't disrespect the Trojans like that. He's an Angel Reese hater. Oh, you can't be hating on my Angel Reese now. Come on now. You can't be hating on my Angel Reese. So you're referring to SoCal or South Carolina in your heading. Am I heading? USC. Oh, let me talk about that for a second. So we said, you notice the title of the battle between South Carolina and Southern California. Hear me? Come closer. Was called the Real SC. It's part one and it's part two, right? The Real SC. You can't be called USC because of the trademark. Okay, we're USC. So we call ourselves South Carolina and all that, but excuse me, SC as well. Women of Troy, Lady Trojans, as far as basketball, right? So it's called. So when I say USC, I'm going to continue to say it because you can't call yourself USC. And announcers, and the name of the whole thing was the Real SC, not the Real USC. You can call yourself what you want, with each other and everything, but it will never go out into the world like that. So I'm not joking. Notre Dame wins big. Okay. Wow. Yeah, but maybe not by. But you don't mean by nine. What did you say? 99-61. Wow. What is Hannah gonna have? Like 45 or something like that. She would have to score like a hell of a lot of points to get to 99 because I don't see anybody else averaging enough to do that. Like that would be a total breakdown. Bransford is on their team is the she averages 7 points in the rebounds. Hildalgo averages 4.8 assists, 6.5 steals, and Prosper 1.5 blocks. And Hildalgo didn't drop much in her average because of the fact that she had scored so much. So when she scored very low, it didn't take her down in her average much when against Akron. So against Akron, she had played. Oh yeah, that was the big game. And then I think it was what was it? The Michigan game. They held her to. Oh yeah, she got 12 points, but she got some garbage money out of that because she was single digits up until the last few minutes. She shot 4 for 21. Prosper shot 6 for 14. Bransford 5 for 12. Another person more 1 for 5. De Jesus was 0 for 6. Sanchez was 1 for 2 with 3.35. They only had 3 players in double figures when they lost to Michigan. That's what I hope to see this time. I don't even want to see Hannah get double figures against our defense. Okay, that's what I thought. SoCal is going to demolish Notre Dame tomorrow. Hey, Ju. This is Louis just came. Oh, got you. Okay, I did it though. I remember seeing that all the time, but I couldn't remember who it was. Thank you, Louis. Louis be coming in with some sense though. Louis be coming in with some sense. Like, come on. There's only one USC, and that is the school that is in Los Angeles. Chicago, you gotta explain that to them, please. It's been that way. No one says the USC Gamecock. That nobody does that. You know, we got 138 championships. Just tacked one on last year with the men's track team. Like, academics top tier. Like, man, football off the chain. Like, championships. Heisman Trophy winners. What up, DC 934? What's going on? I don't remember. Where do I know you from? Because I recognize. I think your avatar. Way before this real USC series, I referred to South Carolina as South Carolina, SoCal as SoCal. But it's good to know your frame of reference to USC. I dig it. I mean, that's my frame of reference. I'm only like kind of speaking fact. That's why it's called the real, isn't it? Wasn't it? Wasn't the title of the called the real SC because they can't call it the real USC. You can't. If that's what they would have done, that's what you're fighting over. You know, whether to call them USC, but they're not because they can't. Now, if you're talking about who's been dominant in just women's basketball, obviously, yes, and I gained a lot of respect for seeing them in person. But I know the obvious. If we had Ju, we lost what 17 points. You don't think JuJu would score 17 points? Anytime she has to play in a big matchup, it's going to be 25 to 30 points. And I think the pressure of would be off Jazzy so much more that she could play her game. And I know she's like a good 20-point baller. Hannah Hildalgo with 30 plus points, they will dominate you guys like their football team. Okay. Okay. Got it. JuJu haters still banging about that one early season win. Like I told you, we didn't even have Kennedy on the floor. That's when she was out with the injury, with the procedures she had to have. They didn't have a WNBA All Star team. And we didn't. We didn't. They had a WNBA All Star team that crashed. Can't even get past the Sweet 16 since Hannah's been there. Something's off. Something was off with that. That was really off. And when I was there, we tied it up third quarter, went up by 3, and then from there, like the fourth quarter, I kept telling Lindsay to press, but I knew the head of my snake was not there, which was Kennedy, and I said, well, I guess she's not going to do that. But I knew about it. I knew that if we had to face them down the line in March Madness, it was curtains. It's Donovan. Okay. Oh, Donovan. Okay, but USC has always been a University of Southern California. Yes. I mean, maybe, I don't know. Maybe South Carolina is. I don't know. I don't drive past a sign that says University of South Carolina. You know that's right, JuJu. Let them laugh now. Nobody will be laughing. Oh, I don't even Tulip. I don't even want to like. I'm gonna focus. So I'm really gonna focus on my girls because I feel like I know them now. When I'm there, like chopping it up with them, and they're so sweet, so cool. They're just having fun. If you notice, they're a lot more lighthearted than like they were a lot more serious to me last year than they are. Not to say they're not serious, but they're having a lot more fun, and it's a lot more lighthearted, and they play well like that too. You know what I'm saying? We all know what's cracking. But check this out. Even though our lineup is going to be cracking, Texas just picked up. Who was it? Jacob Addie was it Bourne? Addison Bourne. So if it's Addison Bourne, I think, and if they get Clinton or something like, no, or is it the other way around? They just picked up a big catch in my eyes that will be pretty doggone good for Texas. I'm still not afraid of them. Still not afraid of them. But it's going to be nice and competitive, and I hope that Coach Gottlieb, uh, you know, sets us up the way she's setting it. The way our schedule is this year, it's pretty good. It's really good. It's going to help us a lot in the long run. It's going to help them for as they keep playing down the stretch. And then, we got a competitive Maryland, competitive Michigan, competitive UCLA teams. This is going to be really, really good for the girls right now. JuJu is and was my favorite college basketball player. She's got the goods. She really does got the goods. I think the more the time goes on, people that weren't on or they're really gonna see like, oh my god, June was no joke. Because in 2 years, if you look at her breakdown on what she's done and how she's done it, it's sick. Yeah, yeah. Yak needs the game a lot. Yeah, if she wants to be able to finish to contact, she's 6'5", but weigh as much as a 6 foot guard. Absolutely, absolutely. And you know what else? I noticed with them because they play really. I think I want you guys to. Here's my strong take. What I see from them is I see Jazzy kind of getting a little stronger. I see Yakia. When I saw her get those 12 boards against those 6 footers, she was going in really strong. And they're still working, they're still lifting and stuff like that. It wasn't so much strength against like or anything. For both teams, it was more like they are playing hard defense. They're not taking time off for defense. We're pushing the rock up and down. Thank goodness for the rotations that Coach Gottlieb is using, because by using those rotations, they would if they were to use only 5 or 6 players, they would be so exhausted. A lot of their short balls are short off the rim, short, or when they're going back up, they can't go up back up strong because they're tired. Their legs are tired. They're like literally like out of shape. Not out of shape. They're still getting into game shape. That's it. They're getting into game shape. So when they get into game shape, this everything that they're doing is correct. It's the right thing. Those balls will start dropping. They'll start getting better putbacks. But yeah, the way that we play, I think they're still playing themselves into shape. People are projecting. Let's see. What are they projecting? What are people saying? People are projecting on what the Trojans may or may not do next season, but they can't beat a team like Texas in terms of that defense. But we got help now in terms of the commitments, and we do too, and we do too. You do know what we're getting next year, right? You do know who's on their way. I'm saying, oh yeah, maybe now you guys. I see Texas commitments, and I think it's great for them, and I think that other teams need to look out. But we're still gonna be hard. Juju come back 100% healthy. Sanaya is like bigger than Ju and Jazzy and Taller and Kahoot. Okay, like I think that Sanaya. Listen, when you play U19 in a World Athletics Championship, okay, you're playing the best under 19, and you're 16 years old, and you come out of that as the MVP at 16. That's sick. You understand how good you are? You understand? I mean, Jew was like the MVP as well, but that was 16, and I guess 16 and under. I don't know what she did with U19. I think she was injured and couldn't play that. But you're talking about a 16-year-old dominating older players. Get out of here with that. If they get the transfer portal right and a big body rebounder at the 5, a couple of reliable shooters, ooh. Facts, big emphasis on shooters. Texas Longhorns will win the championship next season. Ooh, and the SEC. Ooh, come back, come back, come back. Come back when we come back next season. Let's talk about that. And I hope we schedule them too. You thought the Trojans would actually play better than they have? I'm a bit shocked that they last in the matter like that they last that okay, I can't read exactly what you're saying, but you're trying to you were shocked that we would play as well as we did against South Carolina. Yeah. Okay, keep being sharp. I like that. Y'all got whooped by Maddie by them with Maddie. Imagine if Maddie was out for the season. I think Texas is overrated. Farrell said it. Everybody does. Nobody can understand it. The SEC is stacked every year with Gamecocks, Texas, LSU, and Tennessee. Man, we mean every year. Texas just got there. LSU's been there. Tennessee just kind of came alive a little bit, but her hockey rotations, I would never play there. I played in a system somewhat like that, and it was I. Dude, if Tay gains about 10 pounds of muscle, I can fully trust her to bang at the 5 because that's what she's going to do. She has a solid 10 months to do it. And she's coming early to it. She's supposed to be coming to USC early. So I'm wondering if Coach Godley got something up her sleeve with her playing in the spring. We'll see, huh? We'll see. Yeah, yeah, y'all. Okay, so what I'm hearing about a couple, maybe one of you guys in here. I don't know if there's two. Feel that Notre Dame will win, and one of you guys feel like Notre Dame is gonna whoop us. I can't believe you would think that if South Carolina, way better than Notre Dame. So the South Carolina is way bigger and stronger and more athletic. And you think we could go? Why were we hanging? And we didn't even have Jazzy was had to sit down most of the time, and we still was in the game. He said Texas gonna win the chip next season. Now, ESPN and everybody's gonna rank us number one to start off the season. At least, well, you don't want to be disrespectful to the team who's gonna win it this year. So whoever that is can go ahead and. I always like if you win the championship, you should start off as number one ranked, unless you just lost a whole group of your stars. And then uh, from there, the next best team. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad my girls got to play South Carolina. Now the only thing that I gotta make sure that they don't go into Colonia getting intimidated by the fan base because the fan base was so they were so cool. Like they can get loud though, but they were so cool. We were matching them, but it's hard to swallow up crypto, especially because they didn't have all their fan base. When stores tried to get crazy. Stores was in unison. They had white shirts. They had the towels. Juju loves that. The more you get at her like that, the better she's gonna play. The better she's gonna play. I'm gonna tell you that right now. But Colonial had Madison Booker, and she looked like a deer in headlights, bro. She looked like a deer in headlights. I ain't like that. I don't even to this day. I don't know what happened to her. 99 point doesn't happen in women's college that often against a ranked team. So, and we're ranked way higher than them. I doubt they will allow. I doubt they would allow that too, Jacob. I would never. I mean, what happened? Like, what happened? I would be like, from the team that I've been watching, and you ain't even got. You got 8 play. How many players are on? How many players play are on the? Are do they have? Did they finally get up to 10 players? Only team they can still roll out with just 8 or 9 players in South Carolina, and it surely ain't Notre Dame. And you surely, Lil Hannah is surely not gonna score against my 6 foot something wingspans and 6 foot players. I don't see the vision with Notre Dame beating the Trojans for real. They might play close if Hannah goes for 35 and Prosper goes for 20, but the Trojans can defend all 7 Notre Dame players. Thank you. Fair, Farrell, bet the house that Notre Dame puts up 9 9s. I would cry. Gamecocks ran away from the Trojans. No, sweetheart. It was not the second half. It was go back and watch it. It was not the second half. It was fourth quarter. They didn't run away from shit. Nothing. It was the fourth quarter, and we was tired. I know this isn't on topic, but Ole Miss doesn't appear to be a team that will compete for the SEC championship this season. Memphis just committed error after error in the fourth quarter of the. What happened with I thought Cody McMahon was gonna beat them up. What's going on? Brazil? What do you mean? How did Memphis didn't beat them? Did they? Please don't say that. Who cares? Who cares? What'd you say, Kyrie? Who cares about demo Texas next year? Not USC. We don't care about Texas. We had beat them last year in a private scrimmage. That those private scrimmage, secret scrimmages. And I already know. I don't even like to really mention it because scrimmages are controlled. Scrimmages are 20-minute halves and things like that. Like Juju, does USC travel well? Are they going to show up and show out next year? Hey, I think for that one, if I'm going, I'm thinking that we will. I always see us in a pocket. Like I remember at the UConn game, I saw the parents down low, and I saw a group of people in the stands for that. I saw some people at North Carolina State that were fans of USC, but I don't. The people that I know from the games have not traveled. But I'm gonna try to get a group of people to travel. I already talked to Curtis. He's talking about going. And I just met him. I mean, I've known him for over a year, but I got to finally meet him in person from Twitter. Um, we need to travel big, though. We need to travel big. I think when they see the caliber of team that we have, I think people, will decide to do that. But you know, we're not like a lot of small towns that all we have to do is watch Iowa, watch South Carolina. We got so many sports teams. Like we got double sports teams of what we have: double basketball, double football, double baseball, major college, major football in college. It's like a lot. Hollywood. I mean, there were people in town to see the Tyler the Creator Festival at the Dodger Stadium, and the only reason that uh, it got canceled because Dodger Stadium got flooded. And then also the USC women's game was at the same time as homecoming, and homecoming is big, especially black homecoming, black student union for USC football. Uh, and then we had that football game that afternoon. So it was a kind of a thing where real Trojan fans were going to go to the football game, then tailgating, and come over to crypto. But the rain was like discouraging. I know it sounds crazy, like it's just rain. Well, no, it's more than that. Our streets flood really bad, and it was like a lot of gallons of water that came down. It was pretty bad. Speaking of commits, the big one hasn't committed. Yeah, she hasn't. She Jazzy crazy. I haven't seen her at a game yet. I'm gonna see if I see her. When maybe we play UConn. I'm sure she'll come in. She she waiting to the last minute, honey. Like she wanna be the last one to commit. But I really do think she is kind of struggling though. You wanna know where I think Jazzy will go? I think she wanted to play with us though. She comes from Sierra Canyon. The big one committed months ago, and that's Sanaya Hall. Booyah! Yeah, that probably took the air out of her from coming to USC. Gamecocks have 10 players. Farrell, Gamecocks got 8 players. Chloe went, okay, that are playing this year. Chloe was 10, right? And Maddie. But with them out, that makes 8. Am I wrong about that? Oh, all McDonald All Americans. Who? Olcott is a McDonald All American? What? She's a. I know A got McDowell. I think I've seen them in that game. Sure Raven was. Sure Tanaya was. Tessa probably was. I don't think Adele was. Dowda. I don't know if Dowda was. I can't remember. That's all I can remember on your team. Gamecocks had 23 points in the third quarter and 14 in the fourth. Yeah, because what it was, the score wasn't. What was the score at halftime? Cody hooped. No one else did. Dang. She gotta get some offense. Memphis took them to overtime and lost. Oh, Memphis took them to overtime. Wow. Ole Miss won, but it took OT to win. Oh, thank you, Jacob. I missed that one. Ole Miss not a serious team. Oh, dang it, Brazil, you beat me to it and went into overtime. Ole Miss won only. What they went off of like a. My fingers were rested. Greenwood is like a home game for us for the Gamecocks. Okay, see people. You know what's so funny is like stuff like that. I get. You have a right to brag, but it's different. It's like you as a Gamecock fan, you're not really like a real Gamecock fan. Like you're really to the point where you can't respect anybody. It's Gamecocks or nothing. Like you're not even like a hoop fan. Like when the Trojans are dominating next year, I'm still gonna be able to look at other teams and see the good in them. And I'm still gonna say, yeah, they gave us a good run. Yeah, that was respectable. Like, damn, I'm gonna really like still be able to, I'm not really gonna do what you like. You make people want to hate them, like Pharaoh. That you really do. You make people want to hate them, and it comes off like it comes off with jealousy. When you do it. To me, it's like a reverse thing. You're trying to convince yourself. A real Gamecock fan ain't got to do that. You the shit. You the shit. If you was the shit, you know how many people that players that don't want to play for South Carolina that Don has gone after and could not get. You know how many players that have visited and they don't want to play for you guys. Why is that? If you were so good and it was automatically you want a ring, you're playing for one of the greatest players in college basketball and coach. Why is it that people don't want to play there? And it's for many reasons, right? But forget all those reasons. Why don't you just go? And like people say, like, why did they hate on Don? Like, why? Probably because of her fans, like you. Cody Denal, who no one else really did. Cody had 19, 12 boards. Denal had 19, 6 boards, and 2 steals. But in Memphis, what was Memphis out there doing? I'm not surprised with teams like West Virginia. I'm not surprised with Belmont. I'm not surprised with Richmond. I'm not surprised about uh, uh, Richmond, South Dakota. You know, yeah, Dodger Stadium was flooded like that. And then homecoming probably wasn't. We still won. The football team still beat Iowa, but uh, it was just a nasty day. I was nice and bundled up. I was good. I wasn't even like really bundled up. It's just like from what I had on, and then if I wanted to put on, I got stopped because I had this JuJu T-shirt that no one had ever seen before. They knew about that first image on the front, and then the way the back, and then the sleeve had SC and a Nike stripe. So they had never seen that before. USC versus South Carolina and Columbia should be good. It's gonna be real good, Chicago. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. It's like it's because first of all, like Columbia, the fans are amazing. Like your fans in South Carolina, like they really, I love it. It was nice. It was like they down, they loud, they all in. I felt like a unison with them. They got 11 players, 2 of them are out. You sure about that? I counted 8. Ain't no way tagged out in them are all. I know two of us. What I tried to tell him, but he's just talking. If they are, that don't mean anything anymore. That's right. 32-30. What's that, Jude? What's that, Jacob? Oh, that was the halftime score. Right. Thank you. That was the halftime score. So that's why he stopped right there. He didn't say nothing. So then he said that they scored 23 points. So that made it 55. And we scored 14-44 after the third. And then they scored 14 points, but he didn't tell me what we scored. So that was the halftime score. Yeah. Tulip, I'll check right quick. Who wants to meet up in Baton Rouge? USC versus LAU Mardi Gras weekend. I would. I would. I would wonder. I don't think she'll do that. Brazil, she's not gonna schedule us. Like she won't do that. Like I want to play LSU, but now I wanted to see Fly and JuJu. They're friends, so I wanted to see LSU. They always keep on playing UCLA. Maybe, and then if they play them this year, I'm like, no, I don't. I want to play them when Ju's there. Wait, Addie signed for Texas too? Dang, there'll be a problem. Prime example, JuJu. Why would people play at the Trojans when we don't win nothing? Oh my God, we don't win nothing. We won the Pac-12. What are you talking about? We won the regular season, Big Ten. We just got there. Stop saying we don't win nothing. You about to get shut down, Pharaoh. You about to. You think you gonna? You think they're gonna? They didn't. South Carolina didn't win nothing either. If nothing means, if nothing means, um, only the national championship, you can't discredit the tournaments and the conference tournament. You can't discredit when things like that. There are people that play that every year. They have top recruits every year. And you didn't win the national championship last year. Matter of fact, you got blown out by a team that we beat. You got blown out. UConn couldn't even blow us out. UCLA couldn't even blow us out. You got blown out by both of them. What's the deal with that, bro? Don't start. Don't get me started. What's the deal with that? What happened? My dog. Hold on. Give me a second. She's whining. Hey, let me read this while I'm doing. Gotta give her a minute. When you get a chance, take a look at Medina Okad. I'm turning into a big fan of hers. Oh, I know about her. We played her. She's only been playing for sure. She's only been playing since for about 5 years, since 2020, right? We got her into foul trouble um, in the game. That was a game that Ju tore her ACL. Um, Now I kind of feel bad because I was not impressed with her at all, and I didn't even care that she went to South Carolina, and so I saw her against not us, but I didn't feel like she was. I didn't feel like I still don't feel like she dominated us. But when I saw her the other night, I was like, good job. And Aaliyah Boston's flying out to work with her. So I was like, good job. I would like, and then Dawn is working on getting her in her eligibility back from. I guess she played in um, Kenya, and there might have been something there that she can do for her to get her some more eligibility, which I think would be great. And I think if she does, And we all know how Don is really good with pretty good with the post players. I see Medina. It wasn't a ranked team that she did what she did the other night, and it's never a ranked team. But it doesn't matter because I can tell from her positioning herself and going back up, she's not fouling as much as she. When I saw her play us, I was like, girl, she's not kiki to the floor. But Malia up top side her head, she had to sit a lot, and she was just meeting. I kept saying the whole night how clumsy they are. Before JuJu got hurt, I kept saying they're so clumsy. They're so clumsy. And my homegirls that were there that played ball for USC in the years ago, they were like they playing football, Mississippi State, and and I said, yeah, I could see it. I'm looking at it. And I wasn't impressed with Medina, but I was impressed the other night with Medina. Medina was balling like I could see her footwork, I could see her turning to the basket, I could see her flashing, I could see her getting up and down the court. Literally, I was about to open my mouth and say she better than Camila Cardoso. Like I literally see that with Medina Okot. Like if she get another 2 years in college, or maybe even just Aaliyah coming down, they call Aaliyah assault and battery, teaching her some of her assault and battery moves. Medina. Here's the thing. Medina also looks great because of Raven. Raven knows how to feed bigs. Raven treats, in my opinion, and my thoughts, treats and gives the ball right where the way she did with Camilla. Like, and now with Raven out, my thoughts are I'm very curious as to who are your guards next year. I've been wanting to talk to a real South Carolina fan, somebody who really knows that team, because I see everyone going after bigs and stuff. And forgive me, I know that Tessa's there and all that, um, but why are you guys not going after guards? Like who are your guards and who will be the wings? And then you said 15 points, 14 boards. I'm not sure. Well, we were irrelevant to a decade ago. Y'all are babies, not arrogance and key. No, it wasn't even Tua. It wasn't even 15. Did you say 15 years ago? It took Don 9 years to get a championship. And maybe you meant 15 years ago when Tiffany got there. Do when you get a chance, take a look at. Oh yeah, I did. Okay. So we're never irrelevant, sweetheart. Our legacy alone. Um, I can put the top five Trojans, including JuJu, up against your top five. What you call it? Gamecocks, and everybody would choose the Trojans ball players. I'm a UConn fan, but LSU is deep this year. I like LSU in the backcourt only. In the backcourt only, right? Exactly. They gotta thank Asia for coming for that chip. Otherwise, well, Jacob, I always tell you because I'm not gonna leave Tiffany out. Tiffany in that Final Four when she missed that 3-pointer, that they were on their way to the finals, and I think they would have won. And then she graduated, and that's when I think Asia took them all the way. I'm with you, Juju. I'm a fan of women's basketball first. My favorite team is South Carolina for sure because of what Coach Drip has built. However, this doesn't skew my love for other teams. Mine neither. Bro, you gotta worry about UConn this year. Yeah, you better worry about UConn. I agree to it. I'm not worried about them Huskies. You better be because you ain't even figured out what they did to you last time. And if you would have asked us, we would have told you how to contain them. But you didn't. And they did it to you twice. That was the crazy part. Twice. Juju don't get beat twice. Man, Don and Age are the reason they became relevant, but the way some of their fans talk, you think they have been more natty. I know the I do agree with that. You would think they got more natties than UConn and Tennessee combined. And they've been dominated forever. That's how I be feeling. I be cracking up. I be cracking up. I be like, oh, they've never even had a back to back. We're part of the elite club of back to back teams, and I don't care if it was 40 years ago because we're gonna get back to back. We're gonna you know in just a short amount of time that Coach D has been here, we're already a perennial powerhouse. Uh, I mean, even the analysts like Andrea Carter. If you look at Juju's on the rise, she was like the winner of the bracket, the winner of UConn USC when Juju before she got hurt. She was like the winner of that is going to win a national championship, and she nailed it. And she also said that she believed that the Trojans will win the championship next year. She like I didn't even know she stuck with us like that because I had saw it from the beginning of the season. I wasn't worried about how the beginning of the season started, but before they played, I knew that Jew was going to have that kind of spectacular year that she had compared to other players. But did I know that Sarah Strong would look as good as she did as a freshman? I didn't because I didn't get to see her in the summer. Ocon is like Embiid in that they both picked up the sport late. As long as she doesn't have Embiid's injuries issues, she should be good. I absolutely, and I've just been convinced of that just yesterday. Just yesterday, it took me that long because I was not at all like I was like, what was that? Like I thought she was gonna be like Adele. Todd, you said that before the championship game. How did that work out, Daryl? Farrell is not a Gamecock fan. He's a troll. He always popping up in chats, running his mouth. Real U.S. fans are fans of the game. Thank you. You said I was waiting for somebody from the Gamecock. I was like, that is not. When I speak to Gamecock fans, they don't act like that. And when I was there, the fans were not even like. I was acting a fool. Like I was like Candace. I was like, I was rude to them. I had to apologize because I thought they were all crazy, but you're not. And probably there was a lot of the older folks too. It wasn't like a lot of youngsters there at all. But the older folks got on the plane and we're losers. We're not losers. No one. Let's get out here. MB doesn't have a lot of talent. He can barely jump anymore. Man, yeah, he's big. Big guys like that. They are injury prone. Look at Anthony Davis. Yeah, I'm digging her activities. She's always in the right places. I just really feel like that's if anybody that has gone to a new school like that was the right move for her. That was just the right move because I don't remember her like that um, when we played her or even last year. Whatever makes you sleep at night, snitch. She's talking to you, Farrell. Tulip Tack is confusing me. She's 23, but is a sophomore. Yeah, I think because of injury, she was out a while. Jacob, you know how that works. Look at Paige. She was 23 too, but I guess she was a senior, huh? She's a cerebral player. You can tell she's thinking out there. Oh, okay, okay. I'm gonna pay attention to that. Wow, that was a good analysis. Not even worth the research. I hope USC can get Medina an extra year. I think Donna's trying to get an extra two. I think it would be good for the game of basketball overall for her because the pros really need a player like that. A lot of teams could really use her, and I think I would love to see her get more time as well. Because what they're doing with her is, but again, the real test is when I see her going, SEC or when you play, and they're not going to play them. But let me see how she does in the SEC because it's hard to look. It's hard to tell against some of the quality of opponents that they've played so far. Okada's declaring most likely as long as CBA is sorted. Oh no. Oh, Tulip. Oh no, I don't think she's ready like that. I'm just saying she would be a higher draft pick uh, if she'd wait, and she you know she would have a longer career, but a really good career if she stays longer in South Carolina and let them continue to work with her. Well, I've seen Medina being fed the ball from Raven or anyone else as much as you like. She's cleaning up a lot. I mean, that was the perfect Raven and her. That was the perfect person to pair her with. You're confusing talent, fitness, athleticism. Embiid is one of the most skilled centers we've seen, and he's just made a blast. He just made a blast, Tula said. I'm not. The year he won MVP, he didn't deserve it, Brazil said. And I'm a Philly fan. Whether he did or did not, it was still an MVP caliber season. Bro dropped like 60 on potentially the best defender of all time, mostly jumpers. Whoa. 70. Ooh. He did? Damn. Had, had people not been paying attention, but dominance in the conference in terms of the dynasty. Part of South Carolina will come to an end, but they'll win a lot of games and contend for SEC. I think the dynasty will come to an end. I think it's coming as far as national championships right now. Is coming to an end because it's coming into UConn. It's gonna go into USC, but I just don't. Maybe like you said, maybe they'll continue to win the SEC, but the cold part about it is if she continue to show up in the finals, fighting for the championship, I'm hats off. I don't care if she wins or not. She's there. Nicola begs to differ. Jew talk your talk. Did I? Am I talking my talk? I'm just being from my heart. I'm just speaking truth. Tulip Tag wasn't a McDonald's All American. You try to say everybody was. I would have given it to Nicola, but Embiid still had an MVP level season. Okada is nothing like Embiid. Joel has guard skills and dropped 70 on Wemby. Ooh. I know that. I know she's not. It's obvious from her play. Right, right to it, right. Reread my. I said she picked up the game late. I never said she was talented. Yeah, she picked it up 2025. What are South Carolina's chances of winning their conference that they're in now? Right, this year. Okay, that's a good question. What are South Carolina's chances of winning the SEC this year? I'm gonna pause right there. Anybody want to challenge that? Do you think? I'm personally feeling that if they win, and my whole thing is because of the amount of players they have, being able to, because when you play in that conference game, it's like back to back to back, right? Days, right? That's gonna be their downfall. I mean, they're gonna have to be in tremendous shape because they're, you know, coming out every night to play what it will be Oklahoma, Texas, LSU, or whatever that's going to look like to get to the SEC championship night after night in night out. That's going to be tough. And if they come out and they whoop, look Chicago, if they come out and they whoop your Tigers, man, don't say shit, man. Especially I'm like, and if they come to the PMAC and get you, and then they get you in the Big Ten conference, man. You got to start over from the drawing board. Like you got to give it up for South Carolina. God dog, y'all, come on. Because I'm looking at you guys like this is going to be a personal game. Like the way that we go up against UCLA, it's personal out there. It's deep. Okay, it's real deep here in Los Angeles. That game ain't no joke. It bring out generations of people. It bring out the 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 dog in both of those teams. And if you guys don't play them like that, That's why I hate that fight broke out. But I think the Angel's ankle was jacked up anyway. But that pissed me off that her ankle was messed up. That's the game that I thought you guys was gonna win. Iowa and Baylor should be a good game. No, I got Baylor on that one. Iowa better do Iowa better play like hella basketball. Hella basketball. Because you can't beat Baylor this year. And we played Baylor JuJu's freshman year when we had to get past them to get to the Elite Eight. It was like down to the wire with what they had then. Tulip, she got 2 recruiting profiles, one in 2020 and one in 2024. Yeah, I think it has some. If you're talking about Elcott, I think she comes from Kenya. It's something to have to do with that, Jacob. Brazil, I said she's talented like him, but you implied Joel is not supremely talented. Yeah, I think there might. If you're trying to do a comp, maybe there's some similarities, but I don't think she's. If she was, maybe they see Olcott being that supremely good in the future. The one thing that I hope we maintain number one in that bench. One is the bench, right? Now we have the number one bench points in the country. You know, because we have 41, 25. I don't know what our bench points was North Carolina or South Carolina, but our bench points was doing good. It probably dropped now. And I don't even care that much about size. I feel like if you got strong, my girl Sakaya Johnson, I like her down there. She's so mobile. But I mean, size matters, but it doesn't if you bring the bigs out on the paint and drive by them. I think that if you got great shooters and you just don't have a big, you can win a championship. You can win. Do you think that South Carolina has a chance at getting Jersey? Now, okay. Going back to that, I I think Jersey. She honestly, when I love Jersey, school and everything, I just if UConn is asking for her, she should go there. She should go there. Jersey being from California, I just can't see her really that far on the West Coast. I mean East Coast. I just don't think she's gonna like it. I just don't think she's gonna like being that. I really thought she should go to UCLA if she's not gonna come to us. She looked like a UCLA player to me. She does not look like a South Carolina player to me. I don't get that feeling. Maybe UConn. And I think for us, it's like I seen Jersey crash out, cost them the game with technicals at the end of a close game. That is not a Trojan temperament. We don't have that kind of players like that. Like, and I was surprised that Gino still was interested in her. And I don't think Don needs no head trip either. And then I think LSU is still after her, right? I don't see her out there any of those schools. He's a shell of himself due to his injuries. I know he turns the ball over way too much. Talking about Embiid. USC and Notre Dame game. I think we might get some overtime. I hope not. I don't even want it to be. I don't even see us being that close. I don't. And you guys, I'll come back. If I'm not watching it with you, I'll come back after the game and we can talk about it, about our takes. And you heard my take. I don't think it's a close game. I don't think it's and maybe in the beginning, but I don't think it's no blowout where we're gonna get blown out. And I don't see it being. I know right now she's in there. Coach Ivy is really trying to. It's like a desperation game because what because I've heard some pundits say that literally they felt, but Notre Dame should have fell out of the top 25 with that loss. But Duke was even worse, so Duke fell on out. But Notre Dame, I was like, you need to be at 25, like like no shade against Michigan, like because we all know they're a good team. They're an up and coming, rising, great team. But for you, for whatever the game plan was, that night, I was just like, you just need to drop out because only because they exposed Notre Dame and Hannah Hildalgo. They exposed that team so bad that you cut the head of the snake off of offense, which was Hannah. You stop her, you stop everybody, and that was that. Like they try to do with us. You stop JuJu, you stop. You couldn't stop everybody. You can't just say stop JuJu, and that's what pisses me off because it's like all you got is JuJu Watkins. No, she's our finisher. She's our scorer. She's our closer. She does what she's supposed to do as a shooting guard. That she's a playmaker. That's exactly what she's doing. She's not a shot chucker. It's none of that stuff. That kid was a shot chucker. She would shoot you out of the game. And all you really had was her. It's a whole, and for Hannah, and to Hannah's credit, they're all new. And it looked like it. It looked like, dang, they had to just go and get some intramural players, throw them together. Only returning player was Cassandra. So of course, but because they were running through people and scoring the way they were, I was like, okay, well then I'll take that. I'll take that coat off that I had on you, and I'm not even going to try to make excuses. Y'all ready to play? No GM in their right minds would take Embiid if Philly wanted to trade him. Man, you argue with Embiid and Jokic. What the hell? Right. That's an athleticism. That's an athletic deficit from injuries and not talent. Right. But we can agree to disagree. Obviously, he's nothing like he used to be. But like it's because of the injuries. It's not his talent. No, we're not. I'm just saying Embiid is super talented, but injury prone. He thinks he's not talented. Tulip, you just have to have the last word. That's exactly what I said. Oh, okay. There you go. Are y'all saying the same thing now? That's not that's not what you're saying. He's not talented. Believe it. I think Brazil. I could be wrong, but I think Tulip is saying somebody had compared Okot to Embiid, like that's her comp, and I think they were saying that she's not as high as talented wise as Embiid. So that you know, I would have liked to hear a little bit more description of why they thought Embiid and what reminded Embiid. Embiid was never talented as Joker, even in the prime. She don't play like that. Also, they never pass her the ball, even when she's open in the paint. That's all. That. I think the only one that does. I said Tulip was Raven. Never said he was. Like you said, it doesn't matter anymore. I don't even think it was Brazil that said that. Supremely talented implies he was. Oh, Jew, I'm talking about Adele Tack. Oh, Adele Tack. Ooh, she's injury prone. You're right. You need size. I already said we can agree to disagree. You don't think Joel was supremely talented? In his prime, it's cool. I never agreed. You implied that also. Jersey should not be in the Big Ten. You guys can have Jersey. Ain't nobody fighting over Jersey over here, bro. Let me tell you right now. Jazzy cool, but I can't get. She's like her size. Because I mean she can't fit on with us, so I'm not fighting over her. Like I wanted her to come, but we're stacked. Like is she cool with coming off the bench? Like which I think would be a great bench, a great thing to do at USC because she ain't gonna be there that. I mean she, you know, you're a junior or senior, you could be popping, but I don't even think Ocott was a McDonald All American either. No, I don't think she was. Yeah, we shouldn't be hijacking the strain. I'm just going with y'all, but I'm still trying to keep up talking my talk. If the Trojans loses to Notre Dame, then they should be unranked. Damn, you really trying to take us like you really trying to knock us all the way out. If Jazzy Davidson or bust for the Trojans, nah, Nation Line. Nobody. It's a collective. Our. It's we have a balanced approach, a balanced attack. It's not. We can have a face like Kennedy or Jazzy. We'll have a face of our team, but It, not yet. I can't say there's no Jazzy Davidson or bust because Jazzy didn't even play most of the game with South Carolina. We were 32-30 at halftime, so no, sweetheart, no. Notre Dame should beat us. Damn, you think we? Wow, they should beat us? Nah, bro. Nah, they can't get past our defense, bro. What's up? What's up, Miss D? Oh, Oldacre guy. I saw that. Any updates on Oldacre? What's up? What's up, Miss D? Nation of Lion, you know, here's the thing. This is what I would like to see from you guys. When you make a prediction and you come in my chat, respectfully, and you come in and you say, Notre Dame should be Trojan and the Trojans should be unranked. Now, that's some hater shit. So, what is it about Notre Dame? Why? What does Notre Dame have that's going to stop my team? What is it? What is it? What does Notre Dame have that will stop? It's Hannah or bust. Tell him, Miss D. But Nation Alliance came in my face on my channel in my chat and told the fan base, told these knowledgeable basketball fans that I have here, very knowledgeable, that Notre Dame is gonna beat us, beat USC Trojans. I won't even say us, to beat the Trojans and cause them to drop out of the rankings from where are we at, 11? So tomorrow is 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock Eastern. This is my pregame talk. My hope is that we continue to stay in the 36 to 37 3-point shooting range, continue to out rebound our opponents. I want to see Hannah. I want us to have a really balanced attack against her to get her out of the game, either off the court or mentally out of the game, because I'm not impressed with the rest of the players against our players. And I suspect that we are going to uh, cause them to turn the ball over with our defense. We're going to push in transition, and we're going to attack the rim. The country is the country is behind Notre Dame. Sure it is. I guess it is. I don't know. Hannah's shooting, Hannah's drive game, Hannah's steals, Hannah's defense, Hannah's rebounding, the real starting. Great live, JuJu. Thank you. It's hard sitting up here taking these little arrows and it's Hannah or bust. It's Hannah or bust. And Hannah's gonna destroy. Hannah didn't even destroy us last year. When did the power rankings come out? I haven't found any, even on the NCAA side. I think they did. Brazil, and we were high in the. I think we were high in the power rankings. Matter of fact, let me see. Because I know that like you got power ranking. Now I'm getting confused. I did my APs on Monday. Okay, I do that, and then now I see that there's net rankings, and I see that there's power rankings. Let me see if I can find something before I go. Power rankings. Maybe it takes a little time to get that. You're gonna be late. You're gonna be late tomorrow, Jacob? And then I gotta figure out, Jacob. I need to figure out why I could. I don't think. I think if I brought you up here, I was not gonna be able to hear you because I can't hear out of my headset. Not the not the top 25. Let me see. Try to see it right now, guys. For all, I said for ask for. Okay, here are the top six power rank. Oh, Division One for 25-26. It only gave me six. Okay. Oh, Miss D stream. Okay, okay. UConn, South Carolina, Bruins, Longhorns, LSU, and the Sooners. When was that came out? Let me see. I want the full. Yes, the full. And the sources they found, the power rankings weren't. That's early season. They're right. I think that. Nah, this can't be right because they got us 11, and then they don't go from there. Well, okay. They got Michigan 6, Baylor 7, Oklahoma 8, Maryland 9, TCU. You know what? You know what I want to shout out? I want to shout out TCU. I want to shout out Olivia Miles. Olivia Miles looks like she is so comfortable playing her game so much better. She's taking the what do they call frog legs or something? Horn frogs. She's battling. She's battling. Olivia Miles looks great over there, and I think that's the I think that's the best move for her. Suarez is a sniper for TCU. Is that what's going on? Yeah, they look good. Olivia has left drama behind for sure. For sure. I'm sorry, absolutely. I can't find that. I can't find that ranking yet. Olivia has left the drama behind for sure. She almost dropped 30 on North Carolina State. And you know what? I'm still rooting for North Carolina State. Like, I still think they have what it takes. But there has to be a lot of growing up over there. Somebody needs to take the leadership role. And but you have everything you need from Trigger to Pierre to Samuels to Zam to Zoe Pierre. I mean, it just like you have it. As far as what she like 6'2", 6'3". She was hooping like that. NC State good coach is the problem. I thought that Westmore was a great coach. I thought he was a really good coach. Really, I mean, just good with the players, good with the athletes. I, you know, he hasn't been playing. He hasn't been coaching these particular set of players like Pierre Samuels that long. I don't remember Trigger. Yeah, I do remember. Like she. I think they need to look for her a little bit more and get to develop a half court game. Um, don't always go one on one. It's needed when it's needed, but it's not always like needed. And I think they're still learning each other because that last play at the end, inbound play, and Kennedy was like a safety out there and stole the ball. It was like Pierre was like, "Where do you want me to be? You want me to be here? You want me to be here? Where do you want me to go?" So they were really comfortable with their inbound sets, and of course, she just got there. That's what they look like. It looked like it looked like he'll be ready towards the end of the season. And then I think a team that's in big trouble is Duke, because Duke this what next week was it next week? Yeah, next week they're in big trouble. They're going to Vegas, and they're going to be playing South Carolina. They're in big trouble. I got to see if I'm right or wrong on that one. Y'all remember that South Carolina going to play Duke, and then you think Duke, Miss D, you think Duke can bounce back? And then Texas is playing UCLA. So somebody gonna drop. Is it UCLA gonna is UCLA gonna win against Texas? Who y'all got? Tell me in the chat right now because I want to get an early prediction from you guys. It's November 20th. Who's winning between Texas? Yes, Tulip, I said Duke is cooked. I said poor Duke. Oh my God. Texas. But let me tell you, South Carolina, they had so many unforced turnovers, and he missed about 4 or 5 of them. The crowd was reacting. They were they were traveling, and 3 seconds camping out, and I was just like, I quit. I can't do this anymore. I can't watch this. Okay, so Texas and UCLA is a close game. That's all that Ms. D want to say. Anybody want to step out and say who will win the game between UCLA and Texas? I'll take a stab. Tulip, I want to know. Jacob, I want to know. Lue, I want to know. Chicago, I want to hear this before I close out. Who is going to win between Texas and UCLA? Kyrie, there you go. Kyrie, I got one UCLA. Texas or UCLA? Brazil, UCLA. So the Big Ten is better than the SEC? That don't mean that at all. That don't mean that at all, right? Great game, Lodi. Duke are cooked. Duke is cooked. Okay, Jacob, I don't want to hear about Duke. Stay with the topic. It's in Vegas. They're playing away. Texas or UCLA next week? Come on, where are the Texans? Where are you? Come on, where are you SEC fans? You're not gonna go with. You're not gonna go with. Don't vote because you don't like Texas because they're in your conference. Tell me what you think for real. UCLA. I got UCLA too. I got UCLA too. Because Madison needs to. I want to see Madison dominate like Booker, like the Booker I met. I started watching her freshman year. Like, you gotta take. She chokes. Hey, Jacob. Madison, if you watch this show, that's Jacob that said that. I didn't say you choke, but honey, you gotta take over. You gotta JuJu Watkins them. Okay, you gotta take over. I just think Texas is overrated so far. It's not a reflection of the league being down. It definitely isn't. But them coming to your SEC, they should have stayed where they were in the Big 12. Because if you coming like that, that's all. They don't remind me of an SEC team. That's all. K Brooks. So UCLA, the majority of us here in my chat got UCLA. What are we gonna do if Texas wins? If they put together a solid, defense against bets. And this is UCLA without Sienna Betts and Tamia Gardner. You're rooting. Okay, you're rooting for Texas. Okay, you're rooting, but I didn't say that. You didn't say that you got them for the win. That you think they can win. I just feel like the way he runs things and the way that the players that he has, I just feel like he has the capability of shocking teams. That's all. He really can. But something just goes down in their heart that I just feel like, what are you doing? Texas tried to get away from little bro sis and Texas A&M, but they ended up together anyway. They ended up together in the SEC. Yeah, they ended up together anyway. And I feel like you gotta do like USC and UCLA did. You go to a different conference. You come over and show them like, yeah, we deserve to be here. We're here. Like we came in and just UCLA, USC. We were like acting like this was our conference. Old Acres. Oh, she's in. I'm rooting. Oh yeah. Oh, I thought you had news that injury. I saw her go with the last night. I think I don't even know if I watched last night, but they need Old Acre. They need her. And if against UCLA, if they don't have her, oh god, I would because Vegas is about 3.5 hours away without rain and stuff. And I was like, you know what, I packed me and my dog up. We're just going to go. I guess I have places for Thanksgiving to go, but I'm not really in the mood. But I was like, I'll go down to Vegas. But now I don't even think it'll be a good game. I see you pay attention to words, Juju. You're right. I said rowdy, not expecting. Can't get you can't get nothing past you. I see. Or rooting for you. Yeah, you try to be slick. You try to be slick, and I'm like, come on. Oh, you try to be slick with me. I'm like, come on. That's not telling me. That's not you rooting for them, but I don't mean you feel like they ain't gonna win. And it's no. And you know what? If you're wrong, because of the way the portal is this year, these years, and the way that these I don't know the way that you know the way that the teams have been playing. I don't really look down at anybody's take when they're if their team that they chose loses. I don't even judge people like that anymore because it's like you can't even really tell anymore like what anybody's really capable of doing. I mean, there could be a upset alert on a lot of people. We just don't see it coming. I mean, we just don't know. Like I didn't really know because because of who the teams were playing. I didn't know that Michigan. Okay, would I have chosen Michigan over Notre Dame? Yes, but would I have chosen Michigan over Notre Dame by as many as it was? No, no, I didn't see that. But I didn't know much about Notre Dame. So whatever you guys choose, I'm not even judging your knowledge and your skill set. I still think you guys are bomb at your predictions and stuff. You guys are still very knowledgeable, but sometimes we don't know about injuries, quiet injuries. All injuries are not reported. We don't know about in-house problems or locker room issues. We don't know because I would have never saw the empire of Notre Dame with Latu King, Maddie Westbrook, Koval, Sonia Citron, Olivia Miles, and Hannah to take a deep dive like this, like they did. It was crazy to me. I said, y'all should have been in the Final Four. And she got hurt at the end of yesterday's game. No updates. Yeah, that's what happened. That's what happened. And I seen them like, got to help her off a little bit. And I can't. It wasn't like, you know, like an ACL or anything like that. Like that I know of. It didn't seem like that. Excuse me. It didn't seem like she got injured. And the crazy thing about it was Jacob will tell me if I'm right or wrong. Jacob, weren't they like winning by 30 and you had her in a game or something like that? It sucks. It just sucks. Like you didn't have anybody else you could have had in there. All right, y'all. It was great talking to y'all. It's about almost 1 o'clock here in California, which is about 4 o'clock your time. So we got some games that are coming on, I believe, at 4 today. If it's worth coming back up later, I will. If not, I'll definitely see you tomorrow, and we're gonna check out our predictions. So, wasn't blowout, but she's the backup center. That's right. That's my tulip knowing. That's right. Brad Cunningham from Cali went to Texas. That's right. So she should be in. You're right. You're right. Thank you for reminding me of that, Tulip. I couldn't remember who was their center. Brad looked real good. Brad playing like way better than she did for Arizona. Nice one, Jude. Peace, everyone. Peace to all of you guys. Take care. At Jacob, Tula, Miss D. Check out Miss D, Six Women Sports. Join her chat. Hit the like for her. Subscribe if you haven't. They're fun. They're crazy up there. If it comes and if it pops up on my alert, I'll come in and watch you guys. But I'm gonna go watch the game. Hit my like. Hit my subscribe. Share my channel. Check out my new short that I put in. Poke around, look around, and help me get back up. I've gotten some new subscribers, and I really appreciate that for all of you new. Shout out to all of you who are following. Don't be shy. Come on in and talk with the fam. We don't bite. We don't bite. Everyone's welcome. Even if you're not, if you think I'm just only for USC, I follow USC, but I also like other teams, and I can shoot the with you about your teams as well. I got a lot of other favorite teams as well. So until next time, peace.